All right. What else do you got? You played something else?
Oh, I did. I got a developer review copy of Unforeseen Incidents. Oh, a mystery is afoot. And you know what I like to do? I
Hmm.
like to point and click. You like pointing and clicking?
Sometimes. Depends on the game. Yeah.
Sometimes I like it. I sometimes I also like to point and click. And this game is just that, but it's got such a great once again, another indie game with some really great voice acting. Nobody big that you ever heard of before, but just really it makes me feel invested to the characters and the art style. I you know me, I'm a
Oh, I
sucker.
love this. This is
Yeah,
cool.
I'm a sucker. It's kind of that shade sail stuff in the background, kind of like Borderlands, but not quite because it's much more sketchy. They got that ink sketchy
Yeah.
kind of
I
thing where it's
love
just
ink
like
sketchy. Yes.
yeah, and the characters are super thin,
Hmm.
like really super skinny and thin and modern, and looks like
Kind of
you
Mike
know
Mignola, kind of Hellboy style.
exactly. That's a perfect. That's it's actually yes, it is much
Yeah.
more Hellboy style. You're right, and there's one statue immediately. I was like, oh, that looks like some of the guys from Saga, that comic book series,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
they're walking around with the monitor heads because that's one of the life forms there.
Yeah.
So there's like a statue to that. But anyway, and not to get too far off topic there. It's a interactive mystery, and you go from scene to scene, and you try to interact with objects and figure out what you need them to do, and you collect things as you go along, and then you take those and you can drag them down onto other elements. Like the main element you have is you're a nerd, okay? So, but you're a handyman nerd, so you're not necessarily super nerdy, but you're kind of smart, but you're a little bit awkward. So anyway, you start out there. You're a handyman, and you work on computer parts. And apparently, right away, one of the people you're interacting with thinks you also can work on cars. So you have to repair this car, but you are really a jack of all trades in this game. And your primary tool is a multi-tool. You've had one of those multi-tools,
Sure.
right?
Sure. Got one right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got one right now. So you're basically MacGyvering your way through a lot of stuff. There's a lot of splicing of cables, taping cables up to solve problems, figuring out how to distract characters, and
He needs
you
a
know,
better. He needs an upgrade on his bed. My gosh.
oh, his bed is right on the floor. He is a single man. Apparently, I can't tell the age range. Maybe he's in his 20s, didn't go to college, but he's really big into ham radios, which comes up later on. I'm only in like chapter 2 so far, but the mystery that's going on is Yaletown, which is where he lives, is having an epidemic, an outbreak of this horrible disease that makes you bleed from your face.
Ugh.
So yeah, so in different orifices, but you only see the face. But
Okay.
yeah, there's a lot of good subtle humor in this game. I've really enjoyed just chuckling at stuff. I haven't laughed out loud, but I've certainly chuckled, and I've certainly been enjoying myself, and I'm certainly being charmed by these characters that he's interacting with. Trying to think what else was going on with this. I only got, like I said, I've only been through chapter 1, which is a couple of hours of play. I'm guessing this game is probably maybe 10, 15 hours of gameplay. I didn't see it on how long to beat, but I feel like where I'm progressing at right now is going to be right in there, which is perfect because I do like to point and click, but there's limits to me pointing and clicking.
I understand. Yeah, you need good pace. These games that depend on their pacing. If they're done well, they're amazing experiences, and I want to play them well. But sometimes they are boring. But this looks great. I would play the hell out of this. This looks really good.
Yeah, it just came out May the 24th, so this past week, and I would recommend it at $19.99. I didn't pay for this one, but I could certainly see myself paying $14.99, $19.99. I think that's probably the right price for this game.
Love the art on it. It's really good.
Oh, the art is so good. The art is really good. I did get frustrated in a couple of spots where I couldn't quite figure out some of the puzzles, and there was a lot of backtracking, and I missed some stuff where I didn't find it, but I found some tools to help with that I didn't see in the tutorial or instructions.
Yeah.
And in this game, if you hit the space bar, it will show you the hot spots on the screen where you can click, and so it's kind of like a little quick cheat. Like, you still have to figure out stuff. It's not like
I love that song. I want to take it to a space bar. Is that not the song?
Space bar.
It's not how it goes. Okay.
No, that's not at all.
I want to take you to a gay bar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, that's not it.
That you do, but one of your best friends is gay, and he's at a hotel, and you go and you're talking to him, and he just kind of all of a sudden starts, there's such a familiarity that they don't make a big deal about it. They just kind of just like, whoop, okay, he's going to go out with a dude, and that's it, and they just kind of kept on going. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, dude, you got
right. So they didn't make a big production of it, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm with you. This is great.
It was natural conversation like you would expect in conversation. However, the weirdo lady who run across the first who has the disease, I'm going, dude, get out of there.
Yeah, get out of there.
We
don't want your disease here.